Think it's rolling. All right. Hi, everybody, and welcome back to our weekly live stream. My name is Alicia, and in this week's live lesson, we are going to talk about how to talk about money. So in today's live stream, we're going to focus on a lot of key vocabulary words that you can use to talk about money, keeping it, spending it, saving it, investing it. So we're going to talk a lot about some key vocabulary words that I hope will help you to be able to express your goals and to talk about your money-related habits. Okay, so as you join, please make sure to hit the like button and of course share this video so that other people can find today's lesson. So while we wait for everyone to join us live, I have two super quick announcements today. The first one is about this banner at the bottom of the screen that says get free PDF cheat sheets. If you have not seen this at EnglishClass101.com, our team has a bunch of free PDFs for you to download. These are PDFs about like holidays, for example, or your hobbies, or conversations that you can practice. So you can find all of the details at EnglishClass101.com. You can find the link below the video if you're watching on YouTube or above the video if you're watching on Facebook to find all of the details about this. So if you want to get that, it's totally, completely free. You just need your name and an email address in order to get that. So please make sure to check that out. That is announcement number one. Announcement number two is if you have questions for me, please send them to me, but please send them to our official question submission page. So I see lots of you still. When I can, I check the comments, and there are lots of comments, questions in like YouTube or Facebook comments. I can't keep all of them in one place, so please send them to me at EnglishClass101.com/ask-Alicia. That's a very long URL, so you can find the link in the YouTube description below the video or in any episode of Ask Alicia. So please send them there. And also make sure you send me just English language related questions. So if it's something about, like information about our website, that's awesome, but I can't answer that. Our team can answer that for you. So please make sure to send me your language related questions there. Okay, I'm going to come to the chat now. I think everything is rolling. Hi, everybody. What's up, YouTube? Hello, YouTube. Hello, oh my gosh. Said, hi. Veylan, hi. Someone whose name is written in, maybe it's a Russian name. Hi. Hi, Nima says hello. Welcome, everybody. Facebook, are you here, Facebook? Okay, so I am going to like and share the video, and then we are going to begin. Facebook, are you here, Facebook? Facebook is here. Hi, Facebook. Welcome, everybody on Facebook. Hi, Jacob, Rosa, Juan, Mio. Hi, everybody. Good. Okay. I am now going to like the video and share the video, so you can do it at the same time as me, and then we are going to begin. Okay, so let's get started. So we're going to talk now about today's main topic, how to talk about money. Let's get into it. So first, let's begin with some basic money verbs, okay? So let's start with the most maybe important, the fundamental verbs that are about money, okay? So the first verb is to save, to save. So to save money means that we keep money, yeah? We hold on to it, we do not use it. Maybe you keep it in cash, so as paper or coins, or maybe you save it in the bank, in a bank account or something else. So when we save money, we keep it. We do not use it. So you can send your example sentences today in the chat, and I will try to check them live. So let's look at some examples of save in a sentence. So first, we save $250 every month, okay? This sentence expresses a habit. So we, meaning two or more people, save. That means we keep for hopefully a long time, right? We keep $250 every month, right? So this means keeping our money. Here's the second example then. You should save more money. You should save more money. This is an advice or a suggestion sentence, right? I recommend you save more money. So maybe you don't save money each month. You should, okay? So saving money refers to keeping it. It means to keep that money. Okay, let's go on to the second basic money verb. The opposite of to save is to spend. So to spend money means to use money. We typically don't say to use money. We use the verb to spend. So when you go to a store, when you buy food, when you buy clothes, when you pay for your mobile phone, we can describe that with the verb to spend. So using money means spending money. You use your money and you get something back, a product or a service, someone's help, right? Let's look at these example sentences with spend then. So first, how much do you spend on groceries? How much do you spend on groceries? So this is a question about someone else's habit, right? How much do you spend? This means how much money do you use to buy groceries? That's what this sentence means. So you might see this pattern. How much do you spend on something? On your mobile phone, on rent, on clothes every month, right? So this part, how much do you spend on, is something you might see when you talk about your personal money habits. Okay, second example. I spent too much money last month. Very common, right? I spent. Here is the past tense of spend, yeah? I spent too much money last month. This sounds like last month I spent more money than I should have, yeah? So this is the past tense form of spend. Spend becomes spent, okay? Let's continue to the third one then. So the third one, I have kind of two verbs that we use in the same way. So to loan. So these two verbs are used from the person that is giving something to someone else. We can use this for money. We can use this for an item. So, can you lend me $10 for lunch? This is a question. So another person asks me, hey, can you lend me $10 for lunch? This means I want you to give me $10 for lunch. I will give it back to you later. So can you lend me, right? In this pattern, in this pattern and in this pattern, it's sometimes a little confusing to remember the grammar patterns, right? So after lend, can you lend me? So who is going to receive the money? So please lend me. I sometimes see learners say like, I want to lend, or they maybe mix up the you and me in this situation. So lend is receiving money. Someone wants to receive that money, okay? On the other hand, the bank loaned us, or we could say lent us, but usually when we talk about banks, specific banks, or like a financial organization, we usually use to loan, to loan. You might see lend though also. So the bank loaned us money for our house. So in this sentence, we see the bank loaned us, right? So who was receiving the loan? Who was receiving the money? Us, me and someone else, right? That means we receive the money and we have to pay it back in the future, yeah? So these are good verbs to practice for borrowing and lending, right? Okay, let's see. Nima asked, what do we say to someone who spends very much? Well, you could say a lot of things to them. What do you want to say to a person who spends very much? Like, do you mean what do you call them? Or maybe think about what you want to say, or maybe some advice that you want to give to them, right? So maybe there are a few different things you can say to someone who spends too much, okay? Let's see, others. Juan on Facebook wrote, my friend spends $100 on groceries every week. Perfect grammar, nice one. Okay, hello to everyone joining. Let's see, there's one on YouTube. I can't see the message right now. But let's see, every month in my savings account, can you move the notes, supervisor? Okay, I save $250 every month in my savings account. Okay, nice, nice, that's good. Thank you. Okay, let's continue to the last one then here, to borrow. So, to borrow is the opposite of to lend, okay? So When we borrow, we give someone something else, right? They are going to use it and then give it back to us. So this is the opposite of to lend, yeah? Let's look at the examples. He had to borrow money from his parents. He had to borrow money from his parents. This means he, in the situation, he had to, meaning he had no choice. This was an extreme, like, emergency situation. So he took money from his parents, and he is going to give it back, right? So this is different from just received, right? Not he received money from his parents, but this borrow sounds like he is going to give his parents the money back, right? Okay. And last example, hey, can I borrow $20? So that means, please give me $20. I will give you $20 back. I will return $20 maybe tomorrow or later, okay? So, all right, let's look at some examples. Okay, Ratan on YouTube, you have a classic mistake. Let's look at it. So, can you borrow me $15 for dinner? Okay, this is a very classic learner mistake, so thank you for the example sentence, Ratan. This one, can I borrow? Right? We do not say, can you borrow me, right? Can you borrow me is not a pattern we can use, so take that out, yeah? Instead, use lend. Someone in the Facebook chat, John Contreras, has it. Can you lend me like $100 or $1,000 or $15? Can you, so what do you want the other person to do? Can you lend me? Or can I borrow? Right? So we cannot say, can you borrow me? Cannot do that. Can you lend me or can I borrow? Those are the two patterns you can use to start practicing these verbs, yeah? Can you lend and can I borrow? Okay? So again, if you missed that, we just practiced these two. If you missed this, you can go back in this lesson. Also, I have another live stream only about borrowing and lending. So do a search for more practice with this, okay? Good. Let's continue then to, oh, some more examples are coming. Great, I love that. Let's see, Donnie, you have the same problem. Donnie Saputra on YouTube. Can you borrow me money for buy food? Nope. No, can you borrow? Take can you borrow. If you are typing now, don't write can you borrow, right? Oh, Donnie, you fixed it. Nice. Maybe there's some lag. Can I borrow your money to buy something? Perfect. Yeah, can I borrow something? Nice. Yeah, I love that. Okay, good. Let's see. Ekok Demal asked a good question. Should I say on Facebook, should I say, could you lend me money? Yeah, you can say that. You can say, can you lend me some money or can you lend me some cash? You could, but it's good usually to be clear, like how much do you need? If it's like your friend, like, hey, can you lend me like $5 real quick? I forgot my wallet. I'll pay you back tomorrow. It's okay. But if you say, hey, can you lend me some money? There's like, how much? So it's usually a good idea to be clear about that. Okay. Nima also put, can you lend me your car? Yes, good point. So we can use this for situations other than money, right? So today we are practicing money vocabulary, but we can use these verbs to talk about other situations also. Okay, let's take a super quick break and then we're going to talk about some personal finance vocabulary. Ooh, very exciting. Okay, so super quick break. If you missed it earlier, I want to remind you about this banner at the bottom of the screen that says get free PDF cheat sheets. So if you have not seen this, our team at EnglishClass101.com has some free PDFs for you to download to practice your vocabulary, to learn some phrases and expressions that are about different topics. So if you click the link below the video, if you're watching on YouTube, or above the video if you're watching on Facebook, you can find that page. If you do not have an account, you can make an account for free. Just need your name and an email address, and you can download all the PDFs. There are so many, and the team makes new PDFs all the time. So you can check that page and download more. Put them on your phone, print them out, whatever. So if you want some free resources to study, great, go check it out. Okay. Ina on YouTube asked a good question. What is better to ask a coworker? Can I borrow a stapler or can you lend me the stapler? There's no better or worse. They're just different ways to say the same thing, right? I would say, can I borrow your stapler? Instead of, will you lend me your stapler? I think I would use that because it's more like, this is my request, right? I want to focus on me. Can I do this? It sounds like I want your permission to use the stapler. Personally, I would say, can I borrow that? Instead of, will you lend me that? But it might be different for each person. So, can I borrow the stapler or will you lend me the stapler? They're both correct. Okay. Nice question. Okay, great. Let's continue then to personal finance verbs. Also, if you haven't, please make sure now is a good time. Like and share this video. Okay, let's continue then. Personal finance time. So, what is personal finance? Personal finance, we talked basic money verbs in part 1 today, but for personal finance, I want to talk about more just like your personal money plan. Yeah? So how do we describe our plans for our money? Yeah? So let's begin. First verb is to budget. To budget or to make a budget. Yeah? So what does this mean? To budget means to create or design a plan for your money. We also use to make. This is a little difficult to see. To make a budget, yeah? So that means you say, for example, every month you write on a piece of paper or in your computer, right, on your computer, like groceries, rent, mobile phone, clothes, gasoline, whatever, right? So to budget means to create a plan for your money. So my budget is different from your budget, which is different from the team's budget, which is different from your family's budget, right? Everybody has a different budget, right? So we can use budget as a noun and as a verb. Today we are going to practice the verb form. To budget means to choose how much money to spend, and to make a budget means to make a money plan for yourself. Okay? So let's look at our examples here. First example is, we need to budget for a new car. We need to budget for a new car. So this sentence with budget means we need to make a money plan in order to buy a new car. Okay? So that means we want to buy a new car. We need to buy a new car. Now we need to make a plan for our money. So how much should we save every month? How should we save? What should we do? What is our plan in order to buy the new car? This is budget. So budget is a very useful word. Yeah? Okay. Let's look at the second one. Here I have used it as a noun so you can see, but I think you should make a budget, right? So we have it in this one, make a budget, in this expression here. I think you should make a budget. This means I think you should design a plan for your money, right? So maybe your friend they're not sure what to do with their money every month. They spend a lot. You just say, you should make a budget, decide how much money to spend each month. Okay, good. Let's go to the next one because time is going quickly. The next key vocabulary word is to invest. To invest. So to invest means, of course, to keep your money, like to save your money, yes, but you put your money, for example, into companies, like through the stock market, or maybe you buy a mutual fund or some other kind of product that you can put your money, you buy like part of a company, or you put your money in a special account, and the idea or the hope is your money will grow over time, okay? So this is different from a savings account, for example. So there's some risk with investing, yeah? But the plan is your money will grow over time. So for example, if you decide, okay, I'm going to invest in Apple, that means you use your money to buy a little part of Apple. So buying stock is what it's called in English, to buy stock in Apple. And then you hope it gets bigger, right? Sometimes it goes down, sometimes it goes up, right? So we use the verb invest to talk about this kind of way of using our money, okay? Let's go to our examples then. First, have you ever invested money? Or just have you ever invested? You might ask this if you are thinking about starting investments, yeah? So have you ever invested money? Okay. And second, we invest a little money every month. We invest a little money every month. So this sentence is different from we save a little money every month. This means we take our money and we use it to try to grow the money every month, right? So we invest a little money every month, okay? Good. Let's see, I'm looking for your questions. Hello, everybody who is joining. Let's continue. Okay, so let's go to the last two here. Time is very quick today. So next one is to save for retirement. To save for retirement. To save for retirement, this is a key word here. Retirement means the period of your life after you stop working. So it's a little different in different countries, yeah? Maybe it's 70 or 75 or 65 in your country. So retirement means the period when you don't work anymore, right? So we have this expression, to save for retirement. Of course we can say just save money, but when we want to talk about saving money, keeping money for a specific plan, we use this pattern, to save for, in this case, retirement, yeah? Maybe you have a special savings plan for vacation or to save for a new car, right? But this one is very common, to save for retirement. Every year, every month, you save some money for when you are older, yeah? So let's look at some examples. So first, she never saves money for retirement, right? So here we have it in this negative situation, right? She never saves money for retirement. Oh no, right? And let's save $100 for retirement each month. So this might be someone's plan or part of their budget. Let's save $100 for retirement each month, okay? Mardosh on YouTube asked, what is the difference between to invest and to budget? So to review, so to budget means to make a plan for your money, right? So usually a very simple budget, to make a budget, means to write on a paper like this every month. My house or my home, my rent is this much money. My food is this much money. My mobile phone is this much money. You design a plan for your money. To invest means to buy like financial products, like to buy like company stock, or to use your money to buy something in some company or some product that you hope will grow, right? So to budget means to design your plan, right? To invest is one way to try to grow your money, yeah? Okay, let's go to the next one. Okay, so the last one here is to build an emergency fund. To build an emergency fund. So fund is a way to say, it can mean an account, like a special bank account. It also can mean just like a bunch of money for one purpose. So in this case, to build an emergency fund. So an emergency fund is money you have only for emergencies, right? So maybe if you have a health problem or a family emergency, something that's just suddenly happens, right? This is money that you use to plan for that, right? Just in case something happens. Something might happen today or tomorrow. We don't know, right? So many places recommend to have an emergency fund. This means emergency money, just in case money, right? So for everyone, this amount of money is different, but this is a very common recommendation. So let's look at our examples, okay? So I'm working hard to build an emergency fund. This sounds like I'm trying my best to save money to create an emergency fund for myself, okay? And second example, it's a good idea to build an emergency fund, okay? So we can use this to express saving money just for emergencies, yeah? So a lot of people like to have a few months, like maybe 3 months of their income or 6 months of their income, or maybe 1 year of their income in an emergency fund, just in case. So everyone is different. Okay, good. Let me see the chat real quick, and then we will go to our last section for today. Time is going quick. Marlene wrote, I save money every month for vacation. Nice example, Marlene. That's cool. Okay, I see people saying, hi, what's up? Nice lecture. Awesome. Okay, very quickly then, I want to remind everybody who has joined, there are free PDF sheets that you can find from the link below the video if you're watching on YouTube, and above the video or to the side on Facebook. So you can find all of the information there. You can get those for free. I will remind you one more time later, but time is going quick. So let's finish with our bank verbs today. Okay, so bank verbs today. Verbs, this says verbs at the bank. Sorry, it's a little hard to see here. But let's talk now about some verbs that we use when we go to the bank. Some common verbs we like to use at the bank when we have to talk to somebody, or when you go to the ATM, right? You put your card in to get money or to put money in, right? Let's talk about those verbs. Okay, so first one is to deposit. To deposit means to put money in your account. So if you have cash, like paper money or coin money, and you want to put the money in your bank, you can use the verb to deposit. So let's look at our examples. First, I'd like to deposit this cash. So you go to the bank, you have cash, talking to the staff there, I'd like to deposit this cash, okay? Usually you have to fill out a form, right, and give them your money. So we use to deposit to describe this, okay? Second example, he deposited his paycheck. This uses the past tense form, yeah? He deposited his paycheck. So maybe some of you have an automatic deposit, or in the USA, it's called direct deposit, which means your money every month goes from your company to your bank account automatically. You don't have to do anything. It's pretty convenient, right? So to direct deposit means an automatic deposit into your bank account. Okay, good. Continuing then, the opposite of to deposit is to withdraw, right? So to deposit means to put in money. To withdraw means to take out money, yeah? To take out money. So you will see these two verbs on an ATM in the USA or other English-speaking countries too. So to deposit, put in, to withdraw, to take out. Okay, let's look at our examples. Here, past tense, she withdrew all her money. That sounds like a lot, right? So in this sentence, I use the simple past tense. So to withdraw in simple past is withdrew. She withdrew all her money. This sentence means she took all the money out of her account. She withdrew all her money. And the second example sentence is a question. Can I withdraw some money? So you go into the bank, ask somebody, hi, can I withdraw some money, please? And you have to fill out a form, right? So if you want to talk to somebody, you can use these vocabulary words inside the bank to do that, okay? Nima, good question on YouTube. What is the verb for transporting cash from an account to another account? The verb you want there is to transfer. To transfer, or there might be slight differences depending on the country that you live in. You might hear a transfer, like a money transfer. This is one that you might hear. So I'll write this as well. So transfer would be to go between two accounts. You might also hear to wire money to someone else. This sometimes is used like for international money transfers. So you might hear to wire. These are both verbs, to transfer money or to wire money. You might hear that, yeah, okay? So I hope you can see that. So those are good ones to use to talk about that. Also, very simply, we just say send. We just say send money to another account. So you might hear that too. Just send money to do that. Or account transfer, you might hear too. Okay, let's continue to our last two because, oh my gosh, time. So last one is to open an account. To open an account. The first time you go to the bank, you need an account. You can ask to open an account. Here is the sentence you can use if you go to the bank. I'd like to open an account, please. That means I want to start a bank account at this bank. Okay? And second, past tense, he opened an account yesterday. That means he started a new account yesterday. Okay? And lastly, to apply for a loan. If you want to start a business or maybe buy a house or something else, and you want to get a loan, you want some money from the bank, you can apply for a loan. We use this preposition here, to apply for a loan. For example, we applied for a loan today, which means we did the paperwork to get a loan. We hope to get a loan. You might pass, you might not pass, right? But this is to apply, just apply, right? Meaning we give them the paperwork, okay? And finally, let's apply for a business loan, right? Maybe this is the specific loan type you need. Okay. Inna on YouTube wrote, if I want to take money from my debit card, how can I say that? Like if you want to use your debit card, if you use your debit card to pay for something, you just say spend money, yeah? Or if you want to put your debit card in the ATM and get money, we just say withdraw. Yeah, just withdraw money as well. Your debit card is connected to your bank account, yeah? Mardoshra, withdraw is a verb, right? Is it a word also? Yeah. So when you say, is it a word, you mean noun, right? So to withdraw means, that's the verb, to withdraw. When you want to use it as a noun, the word is withdrawal. Withdrawal. There's not enough space here. So put al at the end. This is the noun form. I'd like to make a withdrawal, please. Okay? Good. Phew, I'm out of time, very out of time. So let's finish there. So that was a lot to cover today, I know, but I hope that this lesson helped you to be able to express your financial life in English a little bit better. So this was how to talk about money. You can take a screenshot now. Go. 1, 2, 3. Okay, good. So let's finish there for today. I will, of course, be back next week. Let me check next week's lesson information. What am I going to talk about next week? Does anyone know? I don't have it in front of me right now. Next week, I'll be back here to talk about how to invite someone to something. Oh yeah, this is a good plan. So next week, we're going to talk about making invitations. So how do you invite someone to get together? How do you invite someone on a date? Basically, how do you invite people to things in appropriate ways? So are they friends? Are they coworkers? Are they your boss? You know, we're going to talk about making invitations next week. Okay, so we'll do that next time. I'll be here 10 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. That is New York City time. If you don't know your local time, Google it or set a notification on YouTube or on Facebook to find that. So that will be really, really good. If you want to come find me on Instagram, you can find the link for that in the YouTube description, and find the YouTube description Ask Alicia links and these free PDF cheat sheets, good for building your vocabulary. Check the YouTube description or the Facebook information right here. So I'll say goodbye for this week. Thank you so much to everybody joining me live. Thank you for liking and sharing the video. Thanks for your great questions too. Have a great week. Have a great weekend, and I will see you again next time.